After an exciting visit to a mechanic shop outside Zion National Park, I was finally on my way to Bryce Canyon. Camping at Ruby's Inn and Campground, I was able to restock supplies and do some laundry. This was the most impressive facility, a little pricier, but after 2 weeks, I was craving some comfort. Families can picnic on canvas tarps atop lush grass shaded with ponderosa pines. Teepees you can rent if you want to stay in that. They have a picnic table, and this is what it looks like on the inside. Not bad. Looks like it's canvas. Very nice. Another one over here. Very cute. It'd be a nice experience, especially for kids. Headed to the restrooms and showers, which have a code. And this is the nicest camp shower and restrooms I've ever stayed at. So have a big outdoor sink for you to wash dishes in. All lit up. Hot water. It's starting to get very cool. We're higher up in elevation. I love it. This is fall camping. I am at Bryce Canyon, and I hauled all these covers all this way when it was so hot at every other park. But up here at 7,777 feet, isn't that funny? At the summit, it's colder. And I love it. It's fall camping. Finally, I've been hot with the fan on. Now I have my 12-volt little blanket. I've doubled up my sleeping bag, my fuzzy blanket, and my wool blanket. The wool blanket is the ticket. That's what keeps you warm. It's supposed to get down to 39 or below. So I'm ready to roll, people. I'm kind of tired. It was wild today with car trouble and all that. But I'm here, and this place rocks. Good morning, happy campers. I'm at Ruby's Inn and Campground in Bryce Canyon. So we're higher elevation, and it was really cold last night, 34 degrees when I woke. So it could have been colder during the night, I don't know. But I have a 70% wool blanket that absolutely saves me. I slept toasty. It's just when you try to get up in the morning, it's a little tricky. But what I do in the morning is I take this 12-volt, it's called a blanket, but it's more the size of like a large heating pad. Plugs into my Jackery. It pulls a lot of power, so I don't use it all night. I don't need it, but in the morning, this is helpful as I'm trying to get dressed under the covers. It warms my clothes up, and that's really a nice thing to have when it's so cold. So it's already warming up. I'm gonna have to shed this jacket and a layer in a moment. We're gonna go on a hike today, probably Navajo Loop to Queen's Garden in Bryce Canyon, and even the drive over here from Zion was phenomenal. You must show your park pass to the bus driver when you board the shuttle. So I deboarded the shuttle at Sunset Point. They have nice restrooms here, picnic tables, a really lovely area amongst the shade of the pines. And a lot of people are having their snack or lunch before their hike. I have some jalapeno tuna. I mixed in some hemp seed with it to get my seed quota in. And this place, I'm just gobsmacked. Unbelievable that there's a place this pretty on there. Anyway, bon appetit. So as I have spent 2 or 3 days at each spot, I've climbed elevation slowly, and I think that's why I'm able to catch my breath and walk around at over 8,000 feet at Bryce Canyon. So that's something to consider if you're not used to the altitude. Descending Navajo Loop at Sunset Point, and there are people older than me with bad knees doing this hike. God bless them. was a guy hiking barefoot. What? Then I saw 2 more people hiking barefoot. I would have already slipped down the cliff. It's 73 degrees, but it feels hot. About the time I wish I had a t-shirt on. A cool wind will whip through, and I'm glad I have this shirt, so it's just, you know, layering. It's beautiful. It's just so awe-inspiring. I just saw a trail cam. I wonder, in a national park, I wonder if they're checking on wildlife or wild humans. Probably both. This place is as enjoyable as Zion in its own way. I'm surprised. I thought I would like Zion so much better, but I like him about the same for different reasons. Less crowd here, more quiet. A lot of people are picnicking under the pine trees on the hike. They've stopped in a shaded area. It's just gorgeous and just very peaceful. You can chill. And Zion is adventure from start to finish. So it's just kind of whatever your cup of tea is. While we go on the trail, there was this dad and son, and the little boy said, "Dad, I'm literally terrified." And the dad said, "I paid a lot of money for this. You're going to enjoy it, darling." I butchered that one. It was so funny and cute. I think they turned around and went back. So I have a tip for you that came from a couple of young ladies in line at the shuttle at Zion. They had just come from Bryce Canyon, and they told me that if you will descend at the Navajo Loop at Sunset Point, going down, you'll loop around to Queen's Garden, and going up at Sunrise Point is not as steep. Hiking over here on this little outcropping. Oh, pretty. Look at that. It was worth how much my knees were howling. Wow. You definitely have to watch your step here. I call it active hiking. It's just like driving the Highway 1 coast, Pacific Ocean. It's active driving. You don't zone out, you focus. I'm needing a little energy right now, mid-afternoon, so I have some of this M.I.O., Me-O, My-O. Reminds me of a song. Cheryl, from Matt and Cheryl, We're in the Rockies channel. Check them out. I'll leave a link in the description. She told me about this, and it is so helpful, and it's delicious. Be sure to dilute it. Someone just slipped, and another guy said that's why you don't wear tennis shoes when you're hiking at these places. Make sure you have really good grippy quality hiking shoes because the road is very bumpy, lots of rocks, it's easy to slip. Wow, no railing right here. There's just no way to convey to you how breathtaking this is. You just have to see it. Look at that. Look at the hoodoos. I had to take a break. I think I have 3 more switchbacks. Almost to the top. I think 2 more switchbacks. I'm really glad I prepared for this. I wouldn't have made it. Yeah, be sure you do some walking before you come to Bryce Canyon.
You've been sending pictures.
So I would say if you are afraid of heights, or you're not real sure-footed, or you have bad knees, this is not the hike for you. It's very narrow, very steep, no railings, and people stop constantly in front of you to take pictures like I do. And you have to be really patient, but it's gorgeous. It's worth it if you can do it at all. If you can't physically do the hikes with the steep descents and ascents, then they have the rim trail, and you have beautiful vistas the entire way. It's paved, and they call it a stroll in the park. Very easy and accessible to almost anyone. Tonight I'm pretty whooped because of that hike, so I don't think I'm gonna cook. I was in the mood for pad thai chicken, and so I thought, well, I have a backpack meal. I've not tried yet pad thai with chicken. We'll see. You just add boiling water, you reseal it, stir it in 5 minutes, let it stand 4 more, and voila! We'll see. First, remove the oxygen absorber. Set the timer for 5 minutes. The watch pot never boils. Smells good. So there's some of this Taste of Thailand gourmet seasoning dry rub. I think will help it a lot. I'm too tired to wash dishes, let me tell you. I'm eating it right out of the pack. Perfect temp. That's good. That was very good. Needs a little salt. I need to get my Celtic salt. Wow, that's really good. I'm surprised. And with dinner, I'm gonna try the apple beer that is gluten-free, alcohol-free, all natural, and the brand is Soda Beasts. No, excuse me, Soda Beers. Okay, apple beer, we'll see. Where have you been all my life? Where can I get these? That's really good. Good pairing. Shout out to Aldina a couple of weeks ago when we camped. She gifted me this lantern. It is the coolest. Look at this. You can make it as bright as you want, or you can dim it. You can carry it with this. It has a hook on the bottom, if you can see that. You can hang it from your tent or vehicle. And my favorite part is that it is magnetic on the bottom. Whoops. And you can put it like anywhere. We set it on our truck if we needed to get up in the middle of the night. So Aldina, I've been using this. Too cool. Thank you so much. Night. Guys, I'm in my truck with the doors locked. There is a man at my picnic table. He stopped in my camp, right in front of my truck, put his leg up on the picnic table bench, and he took his shoes off, and he's picking at his toes. And he saw me click, my fob, and I lock the door and get in. And he's still there. Very bad camp etiquette. He needs to watch my camp etiquette video. You just don't walk into someone's camp. There's a way to do things, even camping, especially camping, because, the boundaries are a little looser camping, but I cannot believe he is still here. So I'm going to be watching him. And there he is. I wonder if he can hear me. Dude, that's just creepy. Update on the creepy man. I'm alive and well. Got my coffee from Ruby's General Store. Leaving Bryce Canyon this morning. Right after I filmed, he got up and left, got in his RV and left the campground. I watched all evening out my window, never came back. Through the night, I kind of peeked out of my reflectix, never came back. So I'm okay. So I appreciate you guys. On the road again.